I'm going to show you today how to make a nice bird feeder using your discarded satellite dish. They leave those satellite dishes laying all over. The companies don't pick them up and everybody just throws them away. So what I do, I mount these so that the birds get some shade and some food, and the food will stay in without being blown out by the wind. This shade protects them from predators, gives them some shade or some rain protection, and my birds love it. And the squirrels stay out of it pretty much. What I do is, if you look up under here, I use a connector here to connect galvanized pipe. The pipe is about 1 foot long, and I attach it on the bottom with the same type of connector. You put some bolts through, and those bolts align with another connector on the bottom. And in that connector, you can use galvanized pipe for your mast. Here I got that mast running into the top of a fence post and into the ground. It works very effectively. You can adjust the size of the mast depending on the varmints or what you want for your viewing. And in the center here, I just take a tin can, cut a hole in the bottom, make a few openings with a can opener so that the seed can fall out slowly. And I slide that over. We can fill it from the top. I'll show you that. And you can just fill it right here. And you've got a full feeder. And you can see already you have some feed in the bottom. And that'll come out slowly. And the birds just love this. They get in here, spread that feed around, and it doesn't really hit the ground readily. It holds it in the wind. It holds it in the rain. Sometimes they put a little feed on the top. The same purpose. Attracts the birds, and they like it up there. So you can see how I put this together using pipe connections. You can get anywhere, just a drill and some galvanized pipe. Works really well. And it makes a little oasis for the birds here. Got my fountain over there, some trees, some protection. And really, the feeder does not look bad. It's a good use of these old satellite dishes. I will show you next a connection to the ground, another way to put it on the ground. Now here we have another mast for one of my feeders. What I do is cement in a 3/4 inch piece of galvanized pipe. I put a connector on it going down to 1/2 inch, and I put a 1/2 inch galvanized pipe in for my riser. On top of that will be my feeder. But you can make these masts as long as you want or short as you want. I'll show you a shorter one. This depends if you got to keep squirrels out or with the height, or you want a better viewing by putting it up high enough to see out a window. So I will show you the other one, the other connection next. You can use the same mounting system on the top of a wooden post. Just screw it into the wooden post, screw your galvanized pipe in, and you started your rise to set the feeder on. Works really well. This feeder I have in another location. It's nearer to the ground, a couple feet off the ground, far enough the rabbits can't get in it or the squirrels jump into it. And the doves like this one, and the quail. And you can see I've got the same basic setup. You just put that in a pipe in the ground, they cement it in. You can just drive them in also. Then up underneath you can see the same connector that I used for the galvanized pipe. On into the top, it's just the bowl that the feed can stay in. And what I've done is with a screw and a washer, I've used the same tin can with the holes in the side for the feed to come out and just stuck it in the top. It lets the feed stay in there even when the wind blows. You've got a couple days of feed depending on your birds, and works really well. The birds love this, and this is a morning stop for all the quail in the area. They just really seem to love this stuff. Here you can see the kind of dish I used. Right here, just find your center, put your connectors on, and use them for shade or for the dish aspect. Works very well. I haven't put a shade on this one. This is a shaded area, but you can see what we can do here. So it's a good way to recycle your old satellite dish, and it helps the birds. Makes a nice durable feeder. I've had one of these for 12 years and never any problems with it. It just sits there and does its job. So thank you. Have a good day. Try this feeder. Recycle some old satellite dishes.